What's your
To
story?
my younger self.
To 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 my younger self. What's your story? To my younger self. What's your story?
Well, hello and good morning. Good morning. Good morning. How's everyone doing? I hope you are doing well. My name is Zoe Baraka. It is Tuesday, August 23rd. So, of course, it's time to tell stories. As always, it's 7:30 a.m. In New York. What time is it where you are? How are you feeling? I want to hear from you. Please go into the comment section. I see the room is filling up already. I mean, we started a few seconds ago. There's already 10 people here. Don't be silent, please. Tell me how you're feeling in your local dialect. I want to hear from you. Say good morning to me. Say good afternoon to me. Good evening. And if you're going to sleep, say good night. I want to hear from you wherever you are in the world, especially if you are African, right? Because we came here to tell stories and have fun. Yes, Nana Emisa, good morning to you from Virginia. How will you say good morning in your native dialect? What is your mother tongue? I want to hear from you. Hello, Baba. I want to hear from you. Leanne, I want to hear from you. Yes, Ma Chiminyaba. It's good to see you. Alrighty, as we do in the grand tradition of To My Younger Self, we greet each other from all parts of the world, especially all parts of Africa. We're going to go ahead and do that now. Please, before we jump into greeting each other and welcoming each other, I want you to share this podcast, share this vlogcast or wirecast or whatever you call it. This is how we flood the atmosphere, or as my very good friend Abba Keto will say, the stratosphere with good African personal stories, so that we now become the lion, right? And we tell our own stories, right? Anywho, baraka dazua to you, sanunku dazua yaya de kakwana lafia. I hope you slept well. Where are you watching us from? If you speak Hausa, I just greeted you in the Hausa dialect, one of my favorite languages. Apparently, it is also one of the oldest languages in the world. So, right. I'm trying to be famous by proxy right now. Yaken tuma fuduwela tuma awela. I hope you're doing well. Niti zam to you wherever you are. If it's night, I just greeted you. Also, in my mother tongue, which is the Kusal from the upper east of Ghana. Ndinao to you. If you speak Ebe, Wezo, Leke, Efua, I hope you are well. Etisang, someone just greeted me, Machi, in my Akan dialect. So of course, Machi to you, Etisang, Akwa Baomun to them. I hope you slept well. I'm kind of choking a little bit. I'm not sure what's going on there, but I might need to take a sip of tea in a few minutes, right? Sawubonani to you. If you speak Zulu, I love my South African friends. You guys always bring the fire. I know you watch later, but we will be remiss if we don't greet you now, right? So that when you jump on later, you can greet us back, right? So sawubonani to you. If you speak Zulu, ibella to you. Ibio Kibari, do you speak Mosi? Apparently, I don't say this part very correctly, because even though part of me is Mosi from the Mosi land of Burkina Faso, I never really got to learn the language. What a shame. Shame on me, right? Te oyo te. If you speak Ga Oje Ko to you, I am greeting you. Ekaro to you, Ekabo to you. If you speak Yoruba, I greet you, I greet you. Nagadef to you, Nangadef to you. I love the Wolof people, especially in Senegal, wherever you are. Please respond to me in Wolof. I want to hear from you. Jambo to you, Habari Gani, of course, Swahili. Habari yao subwe, iyaure to you. I just greeted you in Swahili and I mixed it up a little bit with Luo, because I can do that. Kotong to you, Amohalang to you. I greet you, I greet you. Everyone in Botswana, if you speak Sesotho, I know you guys watch us. The numbers say you do. So, of course, we have to greet you. Inyasi to you. Aloy Domilaki, do you speak Bisa? I greet you. Kotoli'i to you. If you are Fofoldi and you speak Fulani, our Fulani speaking friends, we know you guys are also one of the oldest occupants of Africa. So, of course, we pay homage to you and we thank you for always joining us. Akei to you. We are greeting our Haiti friends because we know what happened, right? And if those things didn't happen, you guys would be in Africa. So we greet you. We greet you. We want you to come on and also tell your own stories one of these days. Bom dia to you if you speak Portuguese. Of course, another one of Africa's languages that we don't necessarily really know about. Bonjour to you if you grew up in the francophone part of Africa. I greet you. Buongiorno to you. I do not know why I greet people in Italian, but I think there's a lot of Africans in Italy. So, of course, we greet you. Buenos dias to our Spanish-speaking friends. Of course, welcome if you speak English. Duh, we do, right? We do. Let us see who is in the room before I introduce this burst of sunshine who is about to grace our screens today. It's going to be fun, I promise you. Ralia, how are you? It is so good to see you, my dear sister. She's literally my backbone, right? But she thinks she's the older one. Anyway, we won't go into it. Atro Arthur, how are you? Samantha, it is so good to see you. London, stand up. So good to see you. Verlinda, I see you. Oh my God, there is so many of you right now. Ama Osei B, how are you? Greet me in your local dialect. I want to hear from you. Sophia Arthur, how are you, my dear? It is so good to see you. Auntie Antoinette, oh my goodness, there's a lot of you here. Ikwa Jessie, Na Akowa, Juliet, work made you great today. Yes, yes, of course, our esteemed producer herself. I know she's jumping and jumping. She is an overall producer, but for this show, she served also as the line producer. So Big Sis Elsie, we thank you. We thank you. Another one of our producers, we thank you, Sedi. How are you? Where you are? Ooh, Krabna Yesu, did you wake up early for this? Where are you in the world right now? I can never tell. Are you in Accra, Cancun? Where are you? Oh, this man. Priscilla, I see you. I see you. Guys, thank you so much for joining us and for greeting in the local dialect as we get to know each other. Now, this next person I am about to introduce, my goodness, when it came about that we wanted to have her on the show, like we always do, we do a lot of research and we troll people a lot. Yes, my research assistant and I do that. And as I went through her timeline, I got dazed. I mean, dazed. I'd never seen one sad post. I mean, I'm happy, but not that happy. I told her, what are you on? I want a little bit of those pills you're taking because my God. And I know it's not literally pills, but she's definitely taking some happy pills. You know what I mean? Like spiritual happy pills. She's just happy all the time. Why? There is so much dancing on her timeline, so much fun loving and you know what? In the few weeks I've gotten to know her and troll her and kind of sort of stalk her a little bit, I have come to see why people love her so much. The MSNN woman herself, Mame Saah News Network. I think I'm just going to start calling her that. I do that. Forgive me. Let me introduce her a little bit and we're going to play a few surprise videos and she's going to come in and regale us with her beautiful, exuberant self. Mame Saah is a wife and mother of 3 and lives with her family in Virginia. She has a very busy work life. Really? You're busy at work? How do you fit in the happy part? I don't know. As the manager of a department in a large law firm in Washington, D.C., where she directly supervises a team of 27 people during the week. Seriously? I can't manage one. I joke. She is an alumnus of Wesley Girls High School. Wege Hayes in the house, the George Washington University and American University, where she got her MA. When Mame Saah is not at work or taking care of her family, she is spreading joy to her friends and family in person or on social media, and also giving back in any way she can. Her favorite being her volunteer work as a child ambassador with the leadership team of Pockets of Promise, where she runs fundraisers and recruits sponsors for children in impoverished communities. What a laudable heart. She loves to let loose on the weekends with her friends in the DMV area, whom she calls the YOLO team. Yay! You know what? I am not in the DMV. I think I'm definitely joining, because see the t-shirt? Hakuna Matata? Yes. And loves to capture and share her happy moment with photos, videos, and storytelling in her social media posts, which has earned her the nickname MSNN, Mame Saah News Network. I think something is brewing right now with that MSNN. Who knows? One day we will become oh my God, there's so many love signs on this platform right now. What's going on? Before I bring her on, I just want you to get a little taste of who this woman is, okay? Oh Lord, it's gonna be so much fun today. I am jittery. All right, give me a minute. Let me play this one I found about, I found this one because it was a little late and I had to do a little editing on my own. But give me a minute. The internet is doing that thing that it normally does. Yhup Bold, I see you. All righty, what do you guys do on a Saturday like this? Look at this woman. Just look at her. That's pretty much it. Because, as I kept going, I'm like, oh my God, I can't do all of the videos. It's too much to do. But that's just a little taste of what her weekends are like. I think her whole life is like this. Just always dancing and telling stories with videos. Ladies and gentlemen, like we always do on To My Younger Self, do me a favor, unhook yourselves, please, and just say welcome to her. I want to hear you say welcome to her and see it in the chat in your local dialect. I really, really do. Hello.
Hi. Good morning.
Good morning. It took me literally 12 minutes to try to really capture you. And I didn't do a good job.
Oh my God. What an introduction.
Oh my, I got the memo, right? I want
yes,
yellow. I don't even know what happened there.
Today is a happy day. It's a vibrant, positive morning. So yellow it is.
Oh my God, yellow. I know. Listen, people are so excited you're here. Look, someone is like, Osa.
Osa, yes, that's my middle name.
Let me tell you, follow the king. I don't even know what that means.
That's my school motto. Wesley Girls High School motto. Live pure, speak true, right, wrong, follow the king. I see my gay hair people are on here.
They are on here and they are lambasting us with so many. Oh my God.
I love it.
I don't think we're keeping up with the comments today. We apologize in advance. But you know what? Like we always do, over to you. My job is done 13 minutes in. Woo! I'm going to sit back and hear you talk. Tell us some stories.
Okay, thank you very much for having me, Zoe. It's wonderful to be here and to be connected to you and everybody online. You said everything about me, so I don't need to introduce myself. But, people wonder why Mame Saah is always happy. How did she become like this? And so I'm going to tell stories from, my childhood till now and what makes me who I am. So, I've always been like this, and before I even say that, I think I'm a Christian. And so I'm going to make a lot of references to, the Bible and, my Christian upbringing and stuff like that. But I believe that God has a mission for everyone. And my mission is to spread joy. That's it. I mean, I've discovered that that's what it is. A lot of people are drawn to me. And, wherever I am, I'm like, the one that's making people laugh and trying to engage people. Like if I go to parties, let's dance, let's make merry. I'm the one doing all of that stuff. And, I've always been like this since I was a kid. Growing up, I grew up in a very happy home. My mom was very engaged with us all the time. She herself had 5 kids, but, my cousins lived with us. My half-sister lived with us. And she made sure that we had a very, happy and loving and peaceful home. We would have, singing and dancing competitions at home. And, it was just such a fun time. We always look forward to that. And I really loved that, and also loved to make my family laugh. I remember, we used to do these singing competitions, and everyone had their favorite song that they would sing. And my sister, Pokia, had a favorite one. It was a Sunday school song called His Name Was Naaman. I don't even know that song. And his name was Naaman. And he dipped and he dipped and he dipped and dipped and dipped and dipped and dipped. And he came out whole. And there's a lot of action with it, right? And Pokia loved to sing it. And I knew that was a song. But guess what Mame Saah did when it was my turn to sing? I'll start singing, and his name was Naaman. And Pokia would be so mad, and everybody would be laughing, And these are some of like the memories that I have of, my family, us being so happy in the home. My mom, she would, she loved to dress us up, with these frills, and because she had a lot of daughters. And so these frills and ribbons and stuff, take us to church. And after church, every Sunday, believe me, we took photos. We took photos. Yes, we took photos with a resident. We had a church photographer called Uncle Atu, and he would take photos of us, after church. My dad also loved to take photos. He took lots and lots of photos of us, wherever we're going, whether we're going to school, or whether we're going to church, whether we're just, walking around the house, he would take photos of us. And on Saturday mornings, he would sit us, in the living room and he had this big projector and, these films that he had back in the day of photos that he took when we lived in California when I was a baby. So he liked to show those to like all of us. And I remember, seeing a lot of like boats. Yeah, I think his favorite thing to take photos of was in the Bay Area with like boats sitting, on the dock and stuff like that. And so he loved photography. And I think that's where my love for taking photos and posing photos comes from. The posing comes from my mom's side, and then the taking of photos comes from my dad's side, because my dad would take photos and write at the back of the pictures, the time where it was and stuff like that. And so now that I'm doing this, I love to take photos and keep record of them and take, tag stories along the photos. And so I think that's where I got this from. So, this is the beginning of the history of MSNN and the love of taking photographs is from, my parents. But I believe that growing up in a happy home allowed me to be my true, authentic self. My earlier years, we were on Legon campus, the beautiful paradise. And I'm sure some of the Legon folks are here and they will attest to that. We, were kids that were happy, would play outside. Back in the day, there was no internet or whatever, right? Those of us that grew up in Ghana. Outside, yes, you play with your friends in the neighborhood and all that stuff. And because I was such a happy kid, I got involved in everything. I mean, everything, naughty behaviors.
I need you to tell me some of those naughty behaviors.
Yes, and so, the reason why I say Legon was a paradise was because it had a lot of beautiful flowers, a lot of fruits,
yes,
and, stuff. And right? Yes, everybody had, fruits in their backyard. Wow. So there was this professor called, so those of us that lived on Legon campus, our dads were professors at the university. Mm-hmm. And there was this particular professor called Ora Katete. And he had the
Wait, is that a nickname?
I don't know if it's a nickname or if that's his real name, but that's how we called him. Oraka Tete, I guess, is a Ghanaian, but Oraka, I don't know. But that's what we called him. And so he had this yoi tree in his backyard. Yoi is velvet tamarind. I found that recently. That's the botanical name. And so anyway, we had been stealing this man's yoi, and he wasn't happy with us. And we didn't think he knew. So one day we had, this plan to go and climb his tree and steal yoi and come and eat and whatnot, like just be naughty. Right. And this man apparently had plans for us, and he lay in waiting. And so as soon as one of the boys climbed the tree, this man came out shouting, and we were like, "Oh my gosh, Oraka Tete!" And we started running on the street.
I love it.
running down the street laughing, and it was just a fun time. I mean, like people like Amal said, we lived on campus with me. Fisho lived down the same street as me. Yes, and they can attest to they can attest to the fun childhood that we had. Yes, and so being in a happy home in a fun community, provided me the environment to thrive and to be happy. And so, I mean, if you're a parent on here, I encourage you to make sure that if you have children, create those kinds of spaces for your children to be happy and to thrive, because they become positive people in their adult lives. I mean, I remember all this stuff, and I think it's part of what made me who I am. Wow. So yes, and another thing.
So blown away right now. I'm so enamored. I'm like, that was just a life. You know what? I think we're definitely gonna go and do what we pulled. We pulled a stunt with Kwabna Yesu. And I think during the dry run, I was telling you I can't call Seventh Nana by his name anymore. I don't know why. I was racking my brain. And then I said Kwabna Yesu. But we pulled a stunt with Kwabna Yesu where we said we want you guys to ask him questions. I think I'm gonna do the same to you. I kind of sort of said we may not do it, but you know what, guys? Let the questions flow. Right? What have you really wanted to ask Mame Saah that you never either had the courage to or never had the chance to? I think she's open today to answer all of it. So let them flow. Communications is not here today. So producer Elsie, would you do me a favor? Keep tabs on the questions and let us know when the questions come up. All right. Keep going.
Okay. So, one thing and I told you how my mother was very engaged with us, right? Like a lot of the lessons that I learned, a lot of my guiding principles, the values that I have is because my mother talked to me a lot. She was very involved in making sure that we grew up with good morals, with good values, and we're happy and stuff like that. So one thing that my mom taught me that has really helped me and has made me who I am, the happy person I am, is that she taught me to be content. I remember one time, Christmas time is when, we would get our new dresses, our new shoes, and we always look forward to that. So one Christmas I got my new dress, my new shoe. I took it to church. I was feeling so good. And then I got to church and I saw my friend and his sisters, they had new clothes, but also new purses. So after church, I was like, Mom, my friends were all like, holding colorful purses, and I really want one.
Wait, how old were you? You had purses?
Oh yeah. I mean, we were girls. Yeah. So I was about 10. We had, that crossbody colorful ones. I mean, that's my friend and her sisters were holding these purses. And I told my mom that I really wanted one. And she said, raise your hand and look at your fingers. And I'm like, why? She said, just do it. And so I did. And she said, are all your fingers the same? And I said, no. And she said, well, we can't all be the same. God has a different purpose for everybody. Everybody's life is different. And so you always have to be content with what God has given to you. Where you are in your life, you have to be content. And of course, every time she says that, the Bible verse comes, be content with what you have, for he has said, I'll never fail nor forsake you. And I was 10 years old, and I still remember this, that, I have to be content at any stage in my life. And it's carried me through to my adult life. I mean, it's one of my guiding principles. And so I'm not out there trying to be like somebody or compete, or, if I don't have this thing, I'm so sad, whatever I have in my life, I'm content. If I get more, that's God's plan for me. If I don't, I'm okay. And so that's one of the things that
I think you came for me today, because I was kind of like this morning, I was drudging along like, oh God, when God? And I think God is like, just wait. I'm going to bring her and let her whip you up a little bit. Wow.
Yeah. So, I'm sure people are wondering, why is she always so happy? I'm a very content person. Right now in my adult life, I have a very beautiful family. I have a loving husband. I'm just content,
It's so simple and yet so powerful.
Yes.
Just the art. And we keep hearing people say that, be content. But I think it's the way you described it. And the fact that you were 10, that gives me this jarring wake-up call, like, why are you not content? And I'm a storyteller, so it just means my life is an open book.
Yes.
So I don't mind telling people, for the most part, I'm saying, God, where is the more? I need
Yeah.
more.
Yeah.
And maybe he's waiting for this moment for me. Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
So anyway, big ups to my mom for doing a good
Yes.
job.
Big ups to her. Oh my
Yes.
God. We
So-
honor her. Can I ask you, it seems a little personal, but is she with us still?
Oh yes, my mother is very much alive. Very much. I have her personality. She's like a very social person. She
Is
has
she
somewhere.
here or in
She's in
Ghana?
Ghana. She's in Ghana.
Oh
Yes.
my
She comes
God.
to visit us
Send
sometimes, but
this
my mom is
video
in
to
Ghana.
her, and
Yes.
then what is her name? So we can say
Gifty Jessie. Gifty Jessie.
Madam Gifted Jessie, we thank you for being happy the way you are, and thank you. Look what you have done. Because of God's help. So from Zoe and to my younger self and the whole team, we say thank you. God bless you, and I wish that more African mothers would be like you. Because if we had like 10 of your daughter, can you imagine what we would have? So thank you. Wow.
Thank you so much for saying that, and I'll make sure that I let my mom know.
Yeah.
But so anyway, that was like, my childhood up to like age 10, it was just a good time. And then, I want to talk about the happiest years of my life. And that's my teenage years, believe it or not. My teenage years and my time at Wesley Girls High School. Those were the best years of my life. I know that when you're going to secondary school, a lot of people are, apprehensive and they are scared because of all the stories they heard and whatnot.
Yes.
But I went to Wesley Girls High School. My mother also went to the same school, and she used to tell me stories, of her time at school and how she was naughty and always up to pranks and, with her friends, and like how secondary school was so much fun. So I went in with a very positive attitude. I went in with a goal to have fun, just like my mom did. And so here I am, I get to Wesley Girls High School, and I'm not fazed by anything. I remember, in Form 1, so when you get to get here in Form 1, you get there first with the upper six formers to help you settle in before everybody else comes in. So one day, during orientation, we are all sitting in our classrooms, and there's an upper six former who is, telling you the stuff that you're supposed to be doing, like you're memorizing
You're a sixth former?
Pardon me?
You're a sixth former?
Oh, yes, I am. Yes, I am that old. I'm from the old school system, yes.
SHS person. What are you talking about?
No, I am 46 years old. I'm from the old school.
Wow. I'm sorry, I had to break that.
That's okay. So anyway, the sixth former was sitting there, telling us, like we were memorizing the school motto, the 7 wonders of the school and all that stuff. So we got that out of the way, and she's like, well, it's time for you to entertain me, the class, right? So everybody come stand here, in front of everybody and sing a song or something, do something. Well, sing and dance and, entertain me. So people get up, she goes by alphabetical order. People are singing, some people are singing hymns, like some slow songs. I remember one of my classmates, I think she grew up in Germany or something. So she came and sang a German song. People were doing whatever. I mean, we are Form 1, students, and kind of, we don't really know each other well. So a little bit of nervousness here and there. And so I'm like, what do I do? Like, my mind, starts spinning. What song do I do? Like, I need to make these people laugh. And so she calls me. I'm not sad, Jessie, it's your turn. So I go in. And in Form 1, I mean, I'm very tall now, but in Form 1, I was this like itty bitty thing. I hadn't gone through my growth spurt yet. So I remember I was wearing this black dress with like, orange stripes across, and I go and I stand in front of the class, and then I start. You put your word on fire, then you add your mori. You stare it, then you get your banku. Characteristics of banku. The former fell out of her chair. Everybody was laughing. She went to the other classrooms and she's like, you guys, you gotta come and watch this girl. Come and watch this girl. And
No.
I was like,
you gotta go back and do this song again. Where did you get it from? And
growing up in Ghana, we had all these funny songs. Like, I don't even know where I learned. I'm sure from I don't know. Like I don't even know where I learned it from. It was from my childhood.
No. I have a request. I think I want to hear you sing it again. Please go. I'm gonna be quiet. Just to hear
you're doing to me what the sixth former did to me back in the day. She was like, you gotta do this again. Everybody come watch her. So I was like, you put your word on fire, then you add your mori. You stare it, then you get your banku. Characteristics of banku. Characteristics of banku. I mean, everybody was just laughing. I mean, the mood was lighted and everything. And so, you know, it's just a part of me. I always want to make I always want to make people laugh and just entertain people. And so, and I mean, I think I made that my life goal, like in my entire time at Wesley Girls High School. Like if it's any naughty behavior, I was part of it. I remember our music teacher, Mr. Rijona, you know, we had morning service and he would teach us songs like hymns and stuff like that. And I don't know why he taught us this particular song, because it has nothing to do with Christianity, I don't think. And the song goes, I cannot come to the banquet. Don't trouble me now. I have married a wife. I have bought me a cow. I have bills and commitments. That costs a pretty sum. Pay hold me, excuse, I cannot come. Of course, Mame Saah is not going to sing it the way he's taught us, right?
What happened there?
Me and all the naughty girls, you know, this is chapel and it's supposed to be a serious service. And then we go, I cannot come to the banquet. Don't trouble me now. I have married a cow. I have bought me a wife.
Oh, this woman! I can't.
I mean, I was not a serious kid, I'm telling you. Every naughty behavior, I was part of it. I mean, even when we were singing hymns. There was this line in this hymn, we'll get to, bold I approach, immense. And then once we get to the approach, I had to go, bold I approach. I mean, like, this is a serious chapel service, and here I am fooling around with my friends. You know, I was always, you know, being naughty, you know, trying to get my friends to laugh, trying to entertain them, you know, and I think I was a little bit misguided. My goal was to, you know, bring joy, but, you know, by any means necessary. And there were times that, you know, I was successful, and there were times that I failed. And I remember one of the failed times was in Form 2, you know, like Wesley Girls, like for the Saturday entertainment. One of the things that we did, I think once a year, was, you know, was it dancing competition or performance competition? Like each class had to perform. Exactly. So the class, you know, I guess folks in the class will volunteer to perform, or we'll choose people to volunteer. And so when I was in Form 2, you know, we had the dancing competition for entertainment, and me, my friend, my bestie Adratha, my sis Baba and I'm sure they're watching, and Ikwa would form, you know, a group, and we decided to do a formation dance, and I think our song was Roses Are Red. And so, you know, Roses Are Red. So anyway, we had practiced our dance. We had our outfits. I think it was like some colorful t-shirts, and we tied the knot on the side, put our black pants on. You know, we were feeling you know, ready to like entertain everybody. So I guess the Form 1 folks had performed, and so it was our turn, and we put the cassette in, and the song started. You know, we did our cabbage dance. Roses Are Red. And then violets. Our cassette decided to like just, I don't know what happened. The witches from my hometown entered the cassette and it stopped playing. And as Form 2 girls, I mean, there was a fright and flight situation. We froze in the flight. And we didn't know what to do. And so there was a flight. We fled the stage.
Oh no! You couldn't perform without the music.
I mean, and it was so embarrassing. So, you know, that was like one of my failed moments, you know, in terms of entertaining people. But for the most part, I mean, I was successful. I always came up with pranks, you know. I have so many stories from Wesley Girls, but I need to tell you this funny one. And I did this from, let me tell you, from Form 1 to Upper 6. I mean, I didn't stop. And I remember
in Upper 6. Those fun seniors, like I remember a few of them. Yes. It was fun.
Yes,
like never punished anyone. They just were.
Oh,
like,
trust me, I did punish people, and I'll talk about that.
Oh, God.
I mean, I was this fun person, but I'm also very strict, you know. Wow. But anyway, we had this history teacher called Mame Saah. I didn't study history in sixth form. And so what we had in sixth form is you had on your schedule, you had a free period. So some folks are taking classes and you have a free period to study. You're supposed to be studying, doing your research and whatnot, right? So when Mr. Menuku was teaching his history class is when I had my free period. And what does Mame Saah do during her free period? Up to no good. Up to no good. Up to no good. And so I remember that weekend, I think my mom had come to visit me. My aunt worked at Cocoa Ball, so we always got chocolate, right? So I had a lot of chocolate. I think I just finished eating one. And I had it fall in my hand. And I'm sitting there, instead of studying, I come up with this idea. I need to go to Mr. Maniku's class. I mean, mind you, this man was very strict. Everybody was scared of him. But I was like, I need to go to his class. And so I put the chocolate fall on my teeth.
I already see this coming. Wait, what?
I put that chocolate fall. I mean, because I just wanted to go there and make my friends laugh. And like you dare not like crack a joke in this man's class. You have to be serious, you know. So anyway, I came up with this idea. So I you know, at that time, my friend Yvonne Dakwapo, who was my eating mate in school, like, you know how you share your chop up with somebody,
Right.
and so like Yvonne and I shared our food, and so she had the keys. I don't even think she had the keys that day. I'm sure I had it, but I entered Mr. Maniku's class with a straight face, and he was writing notes on the board. You know how Ghana, you have to copy the notes when the teacher's writing. So he was writing notes on the board. His back turned to me, and I entered. I said, "Please, Mr. Maniku, can I get my keys from Yvonne?" And he acted like he didn't hear me. His back was still turned, right? And at that time, my friends were shocked. Like, I had actually entered the class and I'm interrupting this man to ask for keys. So everybody was like dead silent, right? Waiting for what Mr. Maniku would do. That's when I turned and I grinned towards the class with a fall on my teeth. And everyone burst out laughing. Like, they couldn't believe I had done that.
Oh my God.
So at that point, Mr. Maniku turned and he pointed his finger at my face. I have been watching you. You don't go for classes. You can't pass. Get out of my class.
It's the accent for me.
Yes, that's exactly. And we used to imitate him all the time. I fled that classroom, and my friends just could not help it. I don't even know what he did to them after that, but I went and caused that chaos. It's like I was always trying to do something to get people to laugh, you know, and that has been my personality, you know. I mean, I'm very positive, right? But I'm also intentional about doing that. But, you know, even though I was like this naughty kid and playing pranks and all that stuff, I mean, Wesley Girls High School is set up such that you will be disciplined, you'll be focused, no matter who you are and what your struggles are as a student. And so, I mean, for somebody, I was always joking around. Believe it or not, I was a class. Well, we used to say form leader, you know, in our school instead of class prefect. I was a form leader at some point. When I got to sixth form, I was, you know, the assistant house prefect. You know, I was the village archery club president. I was the fellowship vice president. I was involved in cultural dancing club.
Everywhere.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes, I was, you know, having fun and such, but I was so focused and I was so disciplined. And so, you know, if any young people are watching, you know, have fun,
Yes.
but stay focused and stay disciplined because you need that to be successful. And so, you know, enjoy, you know, being a happy, you know, adult. I'm seeing some of the commentary.
And the way you do it is to be content.
Yes.
Wow.
You have to be content. You have to be, you know, you have to accept who you are. You have to be happy with yourself. And I mean, I'm sure I don't have to tell you that I love myself. I'm very happy with myself.
You were just like, life is good. No matter what's going on, life is good.
Yes.
Oh,
And,
wow.
you know, during those years, I mean, I was fooling around, but I was also very serious with my Christian faith. I came from a Christian family. I was in a Christian school. I was part of the youth fellowship. And so a lot of the things that I learned during that time, you know, have also made me who I am. You know, I learned about the fruit of the spirit. You have to be kind at all times. You have to be, you know, be at peace with all men at all times. And I took those things seriously, and I still I apply those to my life right now. And all of those things are what have shaped me to be who I am today. So, you know, kudos to Wesley Girls High School in my time.
Yes. Oh my God. You
my
must
time.
have been a fun person to just hang around those days. Like,
Yes.
you still sound like it. You're just making me want to get in my car, get to Virginia, and be like, where is the party that you're going to? I just want to go with you.
Oh yes.
Wow.
I mean, my friends and I had a good time. I mean, if you were with me, you were having a good time.
Right.
I mean, I may be, you know, getting you into trouble. I mean, I got some of my innocent friends in trouble. I got in trouble on my own, and I also got some of my innocent friends in trouble, you know. But I always managed to escape punishment. Like, I was so like,
oh, you were one of those.
I was so slick. Yes. I mean, then I was never caught. Like, I remember. Okay, I thought I was done with the gay story, so I'm going to tell you what.
No, keep going. I think I stopped that. You've done enough, right?
Yes, we weren't supposed to, eat in the dormitories in the first place. And then we're supposed to go to bed at 8:00 as juniors. And I remember one time, my friend Sophia Fifa and I decided to eat photo. Photo is like, gari with sardine and shit. Yes. And then sometimes you add ketchup and stuff, those were the heavy foods that will carry you if you're hungry. And so Sophia and I decided to do photo and take it up to our dorm room and eat it like after lights out in our bed. And so typically the seniors come around, to check if we are sleeping and stuff. And, so Sophia heard one of the seniors coming. We were in the middle of eating, like shito and oil, like on our heads and everything. And like the senior was like a few steps away from us. I pushed the food under my pillow, lay so with my hand like this in my bed.
Wait, oh that God. Was so funny and also very counterintuitive because your hand is up. They're gonna see it. So what are you doing?
I mean, I was just bad. So
wait,
and then
did you get caught?
No. So I was just praying that she wouldn't smell anything. I don't know. Maybe I don't know. But I guess, the dorms, we have like windows and we had the nets and stuff. So maybe the air was flowing through, so she didn't really smell. I don't know. But if we were caught that day, we would have been in big trouble. But, we were never caught. And she left. And Sophia and I, you think you would go to bed? No. We giggled and continued to eat our photo.
Oh my God.
We did all kinds of crazy stuff, oh my gosh. One time, some of my friends that were not as naughty as I am, like this eating thing. This time we're even in upper 6. We weren't supposed to be downstairs in the chopbox room eating, and I think we decided to go downstairs and boil yam or something. I mean,
You were boiling yam?
Yes. I mean, it was cold in the mornings, right? So some people snuck in water heaters, like you plug it in the wall and put it in the bucket till your water, heats up. We weren't supposed to bring those to school, but some people brought them. And one girl had one. So we decided to buy yam. I think we had sent one of the kitchen women to buy us yam or something. And that's how we had the yam in our chopbox.
I was thinking, wait, how did they get the yam?
Yes. And so
what?
Yes, they brought this yam. We had this yam, and then our stew was a mixture of that geisha, the canned geisha. We mixed it up with shito and ketchup, and that was our stew. So we bought the yam to eat.
Making me hungry right now.
And our headmistress, Archie, was very strict. We had our house mistresses who would come around, but Archie would also come around. And unfortunately for us that day, Archie was coming.
My God,
I know my friend Linda was like, oh gosh, mommy, we are dead. Archie's going to expel us. What am I going to tell my dad? Linda was one of the innocent girls.
She just took it to another level. Oh my God.
She was one of those good girls who never broke the school rules. But that day I pulled her, Chale and everybody. And, my friend Yvonne, like all of us, in Coptic House did this. Some of my friends in other classes did the same thing. And they got busted. And, they proceeded to fast and pray for God to save them from Archie's wrath. But Compton House, we were so slick, we never got busted, So I had all of these like funny, naughty behaviors. There's one time in sixth form, I was like the form leader in sixth form, and our French teacher, Monsieur Idrissou, was done, teaching class. And whenever the teachers were done with class, you had to give them a little book for them to sign to make sure that and then actually takes those books to double check that the teachers came to actually teach the class. Wow. And so Monsieur used to sign the book, and as a form leader, I was like the one right behind him. He was walking out, the class to go. And what does Mame Saah do? We are form leader. I picked up my pen and I tapped him on the back of his head, just like that. And he didn't react. So I thought he didn't feel anything. And so I was like, okay, fine. I got away with it. And so the next time Monsieur Idrissou comes to class, Nasa just says, stand up. How dare you tap me on the back of my head with a pen? Oh my God, I wanted the floor to open so that I could go through. Because I thought this man did not feel it. And I was a form leader, and this man suspended me from his class. And so for his French, whenever he taught French, I had to be standing outside. And if you're standing outside during class and Archie comes and she sees you, you're in big trouble. Yes. And so, I mean, I was just standing out there panicking, praying that Archie doesn't come around to catch me, and like suspend me or something. Like, I mean, I don't even know why. I know why I did that. I wanted to make
Just
people
wanted
laugh.
to make
But
people laugh.
yes, but
Wow.
I was misguided sometimes.
You are too much. You are.
But I mean, all in all, I came out great. I mean, I learned good skills at Wesley Girls High School that have made me who I am today. We were taught how to be bold and confident and speak in public. I mean, when you're in sixth form, you have to. Everybody took turns to come and stand in front of the whole school to read the Bible and speak. So we learned all of that, and so I've been my experience at Wesley Girls High School was great. Yeah. And it's shaped me into who I am today.
That makes so much sense now, because you've got this thing that just draws people in. And like I said, we just took so much time on your timeline, just kind of going in, and you would just dump like 76 pictures. Like,
yes, I was going to talk about that now.
Why?
Yeah.
Before you go into that, here's another video I thought was really great. This is from I just saw Uncle Fisho here. Uncle Fisho.
Yes, that's my big bro.
Yes, the MSNN originator and all that. But this
he
is
gave me that name.
Video that in the process, I have to be honest, with you, I could not make a choice.
Oh.
This one was a very hard pick. And I probably picked it because I liked the song that you guys were singing. But here is one, is only about a minute, maybe less, that I thought captured your essence because you started it, but then suddenly all these people were coming in and joining you. And I mean, you're grown-ups now, so nobody's gonna do anything. But it was so fun to just watch you guys. Let me find that video real quick.
Okay.
There it is.
Will you give me sugar? La la la. Majo Mona Lisa, 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 Majo Mona Lisa. Hey.
I just absolutely loved that. I saw Kabnayes who just come out of nowhere.
Yes.
Jump in, and then lyrics. Is that how to say his name?
Yeah, lyrics. Yes, Amate lyrics.
I've never met him, but obviously I've learned everybody's name by now, by how much we just kind of scrolled you. So lyrics was there, just doing like this. I don't know what he was shaking with his legs, and I was like, all she did was take out a phone, and all of a sudden, all these people came around and they were just jumping around. What fun!
Yes, wow. yes. That is my life now. I mean, you said it in the intro. I have a very busy life. I mean, people think that I'm always like out there having fun or whatever, but
it sounds like it though, and it looks like that.
But Monday to Friday, I'm working really hard and taking care of my job and my family. But on the weekends, I let loose. Like, that's one thing about me. I'm very supportive of my friends. Like, as long as you invite me, I will show up. If my schedule allows it, I will show up, and when I come, I participate to the fullest.
Yes, I was gonna just drop in a little bit. I know you're gonna jump to another part of your life now, but I'm looking at the pillows. During the dry run, I kept saying these are so beautiful, and of course, it's you supporting another friend of yours,
Yes,
right?
yes,
This is
yes,
incredible.
yes. This is by Keys and Credo, and that's upon. I'm 7
Yeah,
planets
I'm
online.
just gonna make a
Yes.
request. Can I just be your friend? Because I feel like
You are already my friend.
I joke, but dang. Now
Yes.
they say when I grow, I want to have your life. Like, this is a great life to have.
Oh, thank you, thank you. And I'm wearing my Core earrings, supporting my friend Ruby of Core Designs.
Oh
so
my goodness.
I support all my friends, as
Wow.
best as I can, and
So
you know.
be content,
Mhm.
be as happy as you can, and support your friends. So I've seen
Yes.
this is a theme that has run through your life.
Yes.
All right, let's jump into
Yes.
the other section of your life now. Yes.
Yeah, so I grew up, having a happy life, as I said, and in my adult life, I'm still a very happy person. I'm intentional about it. I'm blessed to have, a happy home, a wonderful husband who allows me to be myself. I mean, he's the exact opposite of me. He's quiet and reserved, and I'm like, yes, I'm the one that is crazy and out there, being loud and getting people to like laugh and entertain people. And so when I'm doing in person with my friends, that's what I'm doing. I'm like, cracking jokes or being funny or dancing or like being silly. I still do that in my, my social life is very different from my professional life. Like if my work folk were to see me like this, they'll be shocked. They'll be very shocked because I work.
It's like a split personality, right in the middle.
Yes,
that's so amazing.
I mean, I'm very serious at work, but also with my team. Everybody says they want to be in my department because, I throw them the best parties at Christmas time. My personality shines that way. This side of me shines that way at work. When during Christmas, I make them dress up in costumes and I have a theme and a backdrop, and I make it like very fun. And I'm a generous and kind person. And so I also give them stuff. And so, but that's also, a trick. When you're nice to people, they're nice to you. And so if I'm nice to them, they do a good job and my department is thriving. And so, my job gets to benefit from this side of me that way. But, when I'm not at work, I'm having a good time. The one in person, making my friends laugh. But I do the same thing online. So in my online presence, I want that part of me to shine, to be at the forefront. And so that's why when you went to my page, all you saw were positive things. I'm very intentional about that. Yes, I'm very intentional about that. I make sure that everything I'm posting is positive, funny videos, and then if I go on vacation, whether it's with my family or with my friends, I want people to experience it with me. So I'm taking a lot of pictures, and then when I'm posting them, in the description, I'm telling stories and trying to make it funny and, get people engaged and, follow along with me. And so whenever, I go on vacation, and then what I do is I just change my cover photo and people know, we're about to get 80 pictures. We're about to get 80 pictures, part 1, part 2, part 3, and then videos. And so people look forward to that. And, I'm very glad that I do that because I've gotten a lot of feedback. I haven't shared a lot of this publicly, but I've gotten a lot of feedback from people that have been touched by my page. People that were going through a low time in their lives, and they'll come to my page because they wanted to see something that will make them laugh. They wanted to see something that will lift their spirits up. People have even sent me gifts in the mail. Believe it or not, there's one girl, she doesn't participate, she doesn't, come in the comments or anything, but she lives on my page. And one day I think I had posted that I was craving bullfruits or something. This girl made bullfruits and added all kinds of snacks and gifts, cosmetics, whatever. It was a whole box that came to my house. And I was like, what is this? And who is this from? And so, she inboxed me and told me, that I'm loved from afar. My posts and stuff have inspired them and lifted her up when she was down, and she just wanted to do something nice for me. And at that time, and at that time was Christmas time. I was like, my wish list, I love Weetabix from London. I love cookies and stuff. And then I'm sitting at home one day, my friend Jennifer sends me all these cookies and Weetabix and stuff from London. My sister told me that some of her friends, actually one of her friends these days, loves to, get up and go out and have a good time rather than sitting at home and being mopey because, she sees me every weekend out there having a good time. And she's like, no, I got to do that. I can't sit here and be sad. I have to get up and go out. And so these days she also gets up. If it's an engagement, if it's a wedding, she will get up and dress up. You know, when you dress up, you feel good, right? So she gets up, she dresses up, she goes out to dance and have a good time. And so, you know, some people may say, oh, Mame Saah post too much or whatever. But I know.
Not enough.
Yeah, I mean, I don't care.
There is that. You are content.
Yeah, I don't care. This is me. You know, I'm not everybody's cup of tea. A lot of people love me and will love what I do. Some people are turned off by it, but that's okay. That's okay. I mean,
that's their cup of tea.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, Lipton the way you want it.
Exactly. I mean, so when those comments come to me, I just let them roll off my shoulders. You know, like you can't let everything affect you. Yeah. I still stay positive. And I know what this does for people. And so I love to do it. And if people also love what I'm doing, then why not? Why not keep spreading the joy? I told you my mission is to spread joy. Right. And whether I'm there with you in person or whether we are connecting online, I'm spreading joy to you. And so that's where these videos that you're seeing are coming from.
Oh,
you know,
when
I go to these, I'm not going to a party and be sitting in the corner with my legs crossed and feeling pretty or whatever. No, I'm out there on the dance floor, dancing, capturing everything and getting everybody engaged and hyping everybody up, because I mean, why not? We work so hard, we get tired, we get stressed out. We need to go and let loose and like let all of that stuff come out. So a lot of these people you see in my videos, these are all professional people. Like they're
and they're
doctors, nurses, teachers, managers, whatever, IT people. But when you see us at parties, nobody's there, you know, showing off or professional or whatever. No,
like,
we are all
I'm a
there.
Surgeon. Or
exactly.
in Uncle Fisho's case, I'm a professor.
Exactly.
Like,
I mean, who would even think that Uncle Fisho is a professor, right? Like, you know, we go out there and we are supportive of one another. You know, we are genuinely happy for one another. And I want to capture those memories. You know, that's why I love Facebook memories, because I have memories from 10 years ago when we were all together doing something, supporting someone at their christening, at their baby shower, at their wedding, you know, and I love to record that so that when we are 95 and we can't go out anymore, we can watch these videos and
like
laugh.
You guys will be going out when you're 95. You'll be in flats maybe, but you would still go at least 2 inches high. You would still go out there.
Amen to that. Amen to that.
And be like just boogieing. But I left this comment on there because I thought it was very poignant, and also maybe take this and run with it. You know, I'm an ideas person, so I always like to grab ideas the moment they're happening. Mame Saah News Network, MSNN, your photos make our stories. I think that's the catchphrase you've been looking for.
Oh,
your photos make our stories.
That's my big bro show. Thank you so much.
Think he's given this particular catchphrase to you for free.
Thank you.
And maybe start hashtagging that. Your photos make our stories.
Make our stories. I gotta write that down.
Yes, and now maybe we're gonna just create a whole new page, MSNN. I'm running with this. I'm thinking like you need like a whole channel just for that.
Oh my gosh!
Come on and just like go. I'm going on MSNN because you know in Ghana, actually, really in Africa, you see those. There's Kofi TV.
Yep.
There's Dan TV. So why not Mame Saah News Network?
Oh gosh, I don't know. Well, I have to make time. Like I have a very busy life. So.
I see that. but
a lot of people have said the same thing you're saying. Yeah. So I mean, I will think about it. I will.
My goodness!
I'll think about it.
It will be fun. Now, tell me a little bit. We're almost at the top of the hour, but tell me a little bit about DMV aunties, because I saw a lot of that. There's a lot of the DMV aunties. I'm like, what? DMV
aunties. It's just me and my, female friends in the area. Supporting one another. Like if it's a case, especially this time, a lot of the kids graduated, right? And so of course we're going to show up and support. And when we go to these parties, these kids are there with their friends, hoping to get their own music and dance to their own music and stuff like that. And here we are playing Afrobeats, Mona Lisa, whatever. And the aunties, their mom's friends have taken over the parties, and we are on the dance floor dancing,
tearing it up, like they say.
I'm telling you, I think the pandemic kind of, hurt us a little bit in sense of, and I wanted to mention, Fisho, and thank you for MQF.
For your quality feed.
Yes. I mean, everything that I do, I get involved, I participate 100%. And so when Fisho did that, I appreciated it so much. Every Sunday I showed up and I danced, and at the end of the show, I'll take selfies and put summaries of what happened on the MQF show. So Fisho, I'm the unofficial resident reporter for MQF, MSNN.
So now he has the reporter and he has the dancer.
Yes.
He always has, Kwabena Yesu there with his flag. I feel like we have become a pseudo, not a pseudo, I don't even know why I use pseudo, but now we've just become the platform that also talks a lot about MQF. Everyone's while, right? We're just like MQF.
Yeah, see that the impact of that. It's such a wonderful thing.
Yeah.
I've made a lot of friends. A lot of these DMV aunties are also MQF, people. And I've made friends outside the area through MQF. We're also very close. We have our WhatsApp chats outside of that we, engage with each other on there and stuff like that. So anyway, the DMV aunties, that's where it's coming from. Us, supporting our friends, when they're celebrating their kids' birthdays or their graduations or whatever. We show up, we dance, we help, we support, and just have a good time.
What else I'm getting from this that I think is really good is, for the most part, when you travel and you're in a different country that is not your own country,
yes,
it's very hard or difficult or challenging to find people who know your own culture, who love you,
exactly,
you and all that. And you guys have managed to create that community.
Exactly.
All of the dancing and the singing and the going to parties, I'm also thinking you get to help each other out. When someone needs a job, I'm sure, or somebody needs a house painted, I'm sure, so that's a community.
Yes, as long as you reach out, we are there to help. We are there to support in good times and in bad times. I mean, we are dancing at these parties, but when there are funerals and stuff, we are wearing our black, cloths with our scarves and stuff and going to support as well. So it's not just, just that partying and stuff. It's just loving one another, being united, no tension, no friction, none of that stuff. Just positivity, positive energy, positive vibes. Because we need that. Everybody needs that in their lives. And so I want to capture us doing that and also sharing it so other people will be inspired to do the same. Just relax and have a good time. YOLO, as we say, YOLO, you only live once.
YOLO, you only live once.
Yes.
I just really absolutely love you guys. Well, Nala Miyoko says you are official. Yes, MSNN. Yes, she is official. And for the life of me, I've been looking for questions from the audience, and it looks like everyone is like, no, we know her.
Exactly. I'm an open book.
Exactly the way she is. There is nothing I've been curious about. What you guys are saying, you're saying, no. Mame Saah, we don't know. No, we know her. This is all
this is me, my true authentic self. There's no pretense. There's no I'm like this wherever I am, with my family, with my friends. I like to, show positive energy at all times. I like to, bring joy.
Which of your kids took this from you? Which of them is
my youngest one, Lady K. Oh my gosh. And my friends on Facebook and social media who haven't even met us in person know her, because I've been posting about her from the time that I gave birth to her till now. She's 9 years old now, and she looks just like me and she acts just like me. I mean, if I'll say, Lady K, come here, let me take some photos of you before we go to school, and she just goes she will give me 10 poses.
Oh my God.
Yes. But so she has that, side with her personality, like the vibrant, outgoing, funny. She's very witty too, like in the things that she says. And my middle child, my oldest daughter, likes, she's the fashion side. She likes to dress up, and she thinks that I'm not fashionable. Like I don't know how to dress and stuff. Yes. Yep. And so, but she is the one that loves to dress and look good and do all that stuff. And my son is just like his dad, very laid back and quiet and just goes along with everything, So
I am so curious about how you wake up in the morning in your house. Do you wake up and just go, it's morning? Like, how is this? Like, for most people, it's just, the alarm just went off and I don't want to wake up. Let me snooze it for a couple more times. What is your waking up process, and how are you?
Well, I'm not a morning person, but I'm a
No.
mother with 3 young children. And so I have like responsibilities and things to do. So like, especially this school year, I have to wake up at 5 a.m. each day because my middle child has to get to school by 6 o'clock in the morning. She's a dancer. So they practice before school starts at 7:30.
Oh, wow.
And then my second one wakes up at 6 and then the other one wakes up at 7. And so I don't want to wake up. I don't want to get out of bed because of course I want to chill, but my responsibilities drive me to get up and do what I have to do as a parent, and then get online and start working. But on the weekends, I wake up like, hey, the weekend is here. Especially if I have a party to go to or whatever, I'm up, I'm excited. I put my outfit out, like I'm ready to go and have a good time. So yeah,
It must
that's
be
me on the
fun
weekends.
playing in your house. Seriously,
Yes,
what a powerful storyteller you are.
Oh, thank you very much.
Wow.
I hope that this has been a fun show a fun episode for people, and people have learned something, from this.
Wow, I am so enamored by you. It's incredible. You didn't set out to say, I want people to love me. You just went out and loved yourself.
Yes.
And then started to love other people. Whether they
Yes.
wanted to love you back or not was not your problem. You
Exactly.
just went out and just enjoyed yourself. There's so many people on the platform today. I don't know who to say hello to. So we beg you, if we didn't either show your comment or mention your name, I apologize. It is not out of slight. I promise. Okay. Wow. I know you probably have so much more to talk about, but do you have plans, and this would probably be the last question, do you have plans to kind of put all these together? I don't know, I feel like you have to memorialize all these maybe pictures from way back, because we didn't have fathers who had projectors, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that alone is something.
Yeah.
So you have archives and archives of photos.
Yes.
Like, this is something. And what as a filmmaker, I'm thinking something has to happen. I just don't know what.
I know. I mean, I had plans of asking my mom for these photos and trying to digitize them for my own memories and to show my kids. Because, I mean, my mom is not here where we can just drive to her house and look at the stuff, right? So I've actually had that thought in my head to do that. But since I've been able to post online, I've always done that. Before Facebook, we had Kodak Gallery, and I'll share my photos by email that way with my friends.
Wait,
and
what?
So, yes, Kodak Gallery.
Oh, good God. You aging yourself properly.
I know. And I used to share that, email my albums to my friends that way. I've always loved to keep records of for my events and my experiences and the photos and videos that I've taken. Back in the day when we didn't have the video part of it, but we did take photos. And if you go to my Facebook page, I have photos from like more than 10 years ago, and I like to put them in albums. That's how I keep track of them. If you don't create an album, it gets lost in thousands and thousands of photos. And so I like to create albums so that it's easy for me to find them when I'm looking for them. So a lot of you guys, last year I did this thing where when it was my friend's birthday, if I had a photo with you, I did a collage of all our photos from back in the day, and they were wondering, how do you have these photos? So now you know my secret. I save them in albums, and it's easy for me to find them. So
wow, that's incredible. The making of MSNN. That is incredible. I absolutely love this. I really do. And thank you so much for coming and just kind of being yourself. You just came and just became your authentic self. There's nothing else to do. You've taught me a lot today. And I think I'm gonna have a better disposition about life. That's what Uncle Fisher says. He says she's documenting our midlife. Life comes at you fast. MSNN Rewind 2052. Oh gosh. 2052 live on MQF. Yes, it will be so much fun. So what you have managed to do for me is, at least now I've decided I'm going to go out there, or maybe I'll reach out to Kwabena Yesu and say, I need you to fit me for a dress, because I'm already planning to be there for the next MQF live.
Yes.
Just so I could also be on the red carpet.
Red carpet, exactly. Be on MSNN Live.
I know. just gonna be like, I was here too.
Yes,
And
yes,
and
you
all that
definitely
just for
should.
the pictures, because sometimes that's all you need in life. You don't need any explanations, and it's okay. It's
That's it.
okay to do
That's
all
it.
of that.
That's it. That's it.
Wow. And of course, my producer does it very befittingly. She says, Mame Saah, thank you. You are a gift to humanity. And
Oh, thank you,
absolutely
Elsie.
right. You really are a
That is
gift.
so nice. Thank you.
Wow. And following in your spirit, I want to acknowledge a few people because on To My Younger Self, we support everything African.
Yes.
Most importantly, everything Ghanaian. And
I
then
love that.
African. We like to support each other. There is no reason to think you are the only one who wants to get to the top. First of all, where is top?
Exactly.
It's very relative, right?
Yes.
So listen, a few people I want you to go out and patronize. And Mame Saah did a great job. She already mentioned Keys and Credo,
Yes.
our own Seventh Nana, who is out there somewhere in the world right now.
Yeah.
We cannot
Get
keep
the
track of
pillows.
him. Exactly. Not only that, but he has shirts
Yes.
and attires, and he fits people for, he is a lifestyle consultant. Just
Uh-huh.
reach out to Keys and Credo. Whatever you're looking for, he will make it happen. Events, whatever, right? Incredible young man
Yes.
doing a lot of good things out in the world. Of course, you've also showed us your Kua jewelry.
Yes.
I hang out with Kua a couple of times. Another amazing young woman doing incredible things for Ghana and Africa for that matter. Please find her. And Kua also kind of describes your personality very well because it's keeping us
As
authentic.
authentic. Yes.
That's what Kua means. Keeping
Yes.
us
As authentic.
So
Yeah.
stay authentic and buy Kua, right?
Yes.
If you are
Do
an
that.
ardent reader, exactly. If you're an ardent reader, like most of us are, this is one of the things I love about most Ghanaians. We like to have fun, but we also love to read, especially
Yes.
in our generation.
Yes.
I'm
we
saying
do.
our generation because I kind of want to attach myself to you guys right now. You guys are so much fun, Then you want to buy books, and keep them, not soft copies only, but real books. We want you to look out for Book Nuke. Nana Red Damo and his team are doing an incredible job on books.
Yes.
Yes, we love Amazon because it's easy. But let me tell you, when Amazon started, it was not that easy. You still had to wait a week. And Nana does it in 3 days. So he's really competing with Amazon that big. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So if you think about any book, if you want to buy any book at all, just reach out to Book Nuke. You will find it there and he will ship it to you. Wherever you are in Ghana, in Africa, and in the world, he does it all. Okay? Kunda Kids, our new affiliate, I guess. I mean, they have developed an app for kids. It's incredible. And all the stories are African stories. So when you go on there, you don't get to see like Peppa Pig and all that. You see incredible stories about Africans from all around the world doing incredible things. And they've kind of animated it and done all these incredible things on that app. Find it, especially if you have kids who are in the developmental stages, like 3, 4, 5, 6. What do they say? Catch them young and they shall be yours forever, right? So we want to give them positive vibes and positive imagery about Africans around the world. So look out for
Yes.
Kids and download it. Who else are we talking about? Of course, Humanity Chats by Margie Marge, another incredible human being who taught me the value of saying there is enough room for all of us at the top. She goes live on Thursdays at 7:30 p.m. 7 p.m., not 7:30. We're 7:30 a.m. She's 7:30. 7. What is going on with the 30?
It's okay.
7 p.m. in the evenings on Thursdays. There you go. And she just invites people from all walks of life and they talk about their lives. That's why she calls it Humanity Chats, right? We invite Africans from all around the world. We're a little selfish. She's not. She's like, every human being matters. And I'm like, no, I want only Africans. But her show is incredible. She talks to people from all around the world. You get to learn a lot. So, just jump in on Humanity Chats and say hello to Margie Marge from us, okay? Let's see. We have, of course, music for your quality feet. I think, Uncle,
Yes.
so you have to like slide me a few dollars because I kind of have mentioned I joke. Music for your quality feet a lot, you know.
Yes.
But another incredible show, good music, good people, dancing people, enjoyment people, just
Yes.
generally fun people
Cool.
enjoying good music and good food together. What more can you ask for? Every
Yes.
Sunday, please reach out, okay? And have fun. And it's online, so you can actually be dancing and you get to be shown on your own
Yes.
screens. I mean,
Yeah.
people do it up. I see that. I'm like, oh my God, these people came to be serious. I love that.
Yes.
The ingenuity and innovativeness of Africans. When the world shut down, we came out. I mean,
Yes.
I came out and said, I don't care that the world shut down. We're going to find another way to be
connect, yeah.
authentically ourselves. And look what is happening.
Yes.
Another movement.
That's
what we
wonderful.
We have Claturel out of, she's on Sax and Fit. I mean, you gotta go and see it. That's all I can say. Mabel Simpson, Ryle by Design, our Kenyan affiliate. She's out. She's based here in Nyack. She's the one you go to when you need something sewn properly. You know what I mean? Like back home, we had people who measured your bust, your waist, your hips, and all that. That's her. She actually does to fit. So it's not like a one size fit all or large, medium, small. It is your body type, and you do want that. So look out for Ryle by Design also online. You will not regret it. Who else are we talking about? Avonzige Bridal. For those of you who are planning to get married or renew your vows, especially if you're in Ghana, you do want to reach out to Avonzige. We've talked about keys and credos a lot. I think. Where is he? Kwabna, so I think I need a couple dollars from you too. Horseman shoes, and all kinds of incredible things happening in Ghana and around Africa. Let us keep telling our own incredible stories. In that vein, can I close with this? Next week, To My Younger Self gets to do an incredible thing. For those of you who have read anything by Paulo Coelho, he's a Brazilian writer. If you haven't read anything from him, one of the most powerful statements Paulo Coelho has ever made or has made that has taken the world by storm is this: whatever you're looking for in life is also looking for you. It changed the trajectory of how we saw our destinies and our futures. And this book is the first book that has been translated most in the world. It's already been translated into 67 different languages around the world. And for the first time, it's being translated in African languages. So of course, you know what? To My Younger Self gets to launch the African language version of The Alchemist. Yes. So it has been translated in Swahili. And so we're going to be launching it next week with a team from the publishers in Kenya, the translator out of Japan, Tokyo. It's going to be fun. We might even get lucky and have Paulo Coelho himself just do a little pass by. Yay! Right? So listen. Just come in your numbers. Anything you're curious about concerning The Alchemist, an incredible book, come on, be a part of this incredible show. You will not regret it. This is what Africans do. We are oral storytellers. We learn by our own dialect. So let us go back to that, okay? It's been such an honor being your host for today and hanging with the incredible, ever bubbly, amazing woman. I want to give you the last say in all of this. So let's see. Uncle Fisho, are those dollars for me? Let me see. Let's count it together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, he's giving me 6 figures. I'll take that. All right, guys. Let us hear from Mame Saah for the last time. What do you want everyone to walk away with if there's nothing at all?
Nothing else. Yeah. So before I do that, I just noticed that my mom is actually watching and she typed a comment. Hi, Mom.
Where is she?
Thank you.
Tell me her name.
Jessie. Yeah, she typed a comment in there. Made me so happy.
Wait,
I didn't realize I was watching from Ghana.
I'm so looking for it. It said it's Jessie, you said, right?
Yeah, Gifty Afrakoma Jessie. Yes.
Oh my goodness, this incredible woman. I want to live in your house for a few hours or something. I'm looking for it just so we can share it. Oh my God. There's a little challenging because we don't have our regular
person there. That's okay.
Tech support. Oh,
Yeah,
but we honor you and thank you for watching. Oh my God. Wow.
So anyway, the last thing that I want to say, to my younger self, to everybody that's watching, be content, be kind, make the most of every day. You only live once. And, take time to participate in socially responsible things like volunteering, because there's a lot of reward in giving. When you give, you receive in various ways. So if you didn't take anything away from today, I want you to take these things away. Okay? Thank you so much for this opportunity. I've had a wonderful time, and I hope everybody that tuned in had a good time too.
Yes, we did. And we're going to end with, of course, Mama Gifty Afrakoma Jessie. There she goes. She says, Mame, thumbs up for you. That is my girl, PSA. I really love that. Oh my God. This is
Thank you, Ma.
This is so incredible. Wow. And in that vein, for all of our supporters, those of you who send us, support every month, we thank you. Jane Fiorito, I see you and I thank you. Of course, Rose Machayo, thank you so much, Mama Rose, for your monthly donations. These are people who have taken it upon themselves to make sure that we have light on and we have internet going and we have t-shirts flowing. You know what I mean? Auntie Chale, I want to say thank you so much for your consistent and kind support. Mr. EKD, thank you so much. You guys are just incredible. And now you can actually send us stars. Can you imagine that? We started knowing we wanted to do stars, but Facebook says we can. So send us a few stars if you feel inclined to do so. We want to thank you for your time today. Mommy, let's go.
Thank you.
So from Mommy and I in the studio, we want to say thank you. Of course, it's virtual, but we want to say thank you.
Yes.
And we will see you another time. Well, we'll see you next week. I'm dragging my feet because I don't want to leave your presence, but
thank you so much. I appreciate it very much.
It's been so much fun. Listen, Facebook says that the song we have for our closing has a few copyright issues, but they still let us play it, guys. If anybody knows Aman's Banat Brew, can you please hook us up? We want to ask him formally for permission to use this incredible song. So please hook us up with Aman's Banat Brew. We'll be so indebted to you. All right.
Yes.
Bye-bye. My name is Zoe Baraka. See ya.
So Timbuktu, Ghana, Mali, Sumanguru, you know what you're shown. What you're shown. So Timbuktu, Ghana, Mali, Sumanguru, you know what you're shown. Manchester, you know Sumanguru, you know what you're shown.